Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live. Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Chelsea podcast, where we discuss all things United, all things Chelsea. Recent breaking news, broken probably like the last half an hour. Victor Gyokeres' agent says that the release clause is in writing, says that he has the release clause in writing from Sporting, that 60 to 70 million, I believe it's euro release clause. He has that in writing. That is what the agent has stated after the Sporting Lisbon president talking very, very spicy in the last couple of days, talking about he won't be threatened, he won't be blackmailed. So we'll be discussing that. And in regards to strikers who could be on the move, both Manchester United and Chelsea linked to Hugo Ekitike as well. So we'll be discussing that. Shout out to Sai, who's been kind enough to drop some of the latest rumors in the chat as well with Garnacho. It seems that he's not going by Leverkusen. I don't know if that's Ten Hag to blame or whether that's Manchester United to blame or both parties involved. Also, Chelsea linked to Nick. Is it Voltamade? Is that how you say his name? That's another striker as well. So it seems strikers are the hot topic. Strikers are indeed the hot topic with these two football clubs. And of course, I get to it more so in the United Spurs show. But Mbeumo, could he be heading to North London? Could he be following Thomas Frank to Tottenham Hotspur? So we'll be discussing all those things. Apologies on the slight lateness, people. That's because I was on Big 6 Months. Them man are absolutely hilarious over there. Make sure you subscribe to Months. All my brothers over there. It's complete. It's the jungle over there. So make sure you go subscribe. But on top of that, make sure you run up the likes. So whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax. Pay the toll. All I need you to do is hit that like button expeditiously. Hit the like button. Make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. At That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. So retweet or like on Twitter/X, and make sure you share it, and make sure share from the Instagram and any social media apps you're active on. And on top of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. Road to 16,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. Big up to Sai as well. Big up to Sham in the chat. Don't see my brother. Hope you're blessed. Also in the cut too. Big up to is it Nahima? Big up to you as well. So shouts to everyone in the chat. The rest of the Chelsea representatives will be here. One of them's here though, the Bridge Nation. Madueke Nation, Barcola Nation, insert mediocre baller here Nation. Ahmed, what are you telling me, man? You good?
I'm doing good, bro. I hope you do well. I hope you're having a wonderful day today, man.
Oh, blessed, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Hope you've been blessed. I presume you've been streaming in that during the day.
No, just streaming. This literally just the last hour with Gal, but obviously just
okay. See, I just like, you know what I'm saying, a little flex about, yeah, man, just streaming with a Gal. Shout out to a Gal every time. Big up to Cornmeal as well. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. King Calvin, big up. Again, you lot get your questions in. Just please keep them United or Chelsea related. And I can see Sai. Let me start all of Sai's questions. Sai doing up Warrior J status, so I appreciate it with all the information and all the news. But yeah, well, you know what? Before we go to Gyokeres, we'll go to Ekitike. And how recent is this Voltamade news as well? Was it saying Chelsea have opened? Yeah, Chelsea have opened talks with Stuttgart to sign Nick Voltamade. Sources at FC Bayern. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, man. Obviously, I don't really know that much about the player, so it'd be wrong of me to speak about him. But it's an interesting choice, to say the least, to be able to get him as a striker. I think of Ekitike, it seems to me that the club, I mean, as of right now, you know, it's not willing to pay the 100 million euros for the player. So maybe this is another alternative that they're looking at. I don't know how much he's going to cost. Maybe probably 30, 40 million, I'd probably assume, which is in their price range in terms of what they like to do. He's 23 years old. He'll probably suit their age range too, and their wage structure. So, yeah.
First. And Hugo Ekitike as well. Do you know a little bit? Because I don't know nothing about Voltamade, and I know very little.
I always say Ekitike is a much polished version of Jackson. That's what he is.
Okay,
that's the best way to put it. It's a much polished version of Jackson who's still got a high ceiling. The problem with him is that he's got 100 million release clause. Chelsea probably don't want to play it. But I think people are trying to play the game of like, oh, Liverpool's now coming into the picture. United's now coming into the picture. I don't know if you saw that as well, right? Where they're basically trying to, they're trying to make Chelsea capitulate to the price, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't done that as of yet.
Well, no, first makes sense. Fair enough. I fully hear what you're saying. I get that. And in regards to Ekitike as well, this is the information surrounding him, or some of the information surrounding him. Liverpool see themselves having a very good chance in the race for Hugo Ekitike. However, they have clearly signaled that they still need some time, as sales, including Darwin Núñez, need to happen first.
I don't know if you just saw. Sorry, Flawless. A little bit of breaking news. Mark Edwards is going to Al Hilal. Do you see that?
Who's going to Al Hilal?
Mark Edwards.
Who's Mark? Wait, the Liverpool director of football.
Yeah, it's going to it's going to Al Hilal apparently.
Really?
It's going to main Saudi sources. I don't know if you saw that. I thought you did.
No, I didn't see that. All right, man. Hey, if it weakens Liverpool, I'm for it. I'm all for it because he seems to be doing good business over there. So yeah, get him to Saudi expeditiously.
Send him to Saudi, man. That's what I always say, man. Send him to Saudi, bro.
Send him to Saudi. And this is still they still need some time as sales, including Darwin Núñez, need to happen first. Ekitike is aware of this. Liverpool, Chelsea remain in the race. Manchester United have called Frankfurt as revealed. Manchester United, #MUFC. All three teams have received the same information. His price tag is 100 million euros, and that's from Sky Sports Germany. So fairly reliable source as well. But yeah, Ekitike. Ahmed, someone else actually said what you said about he's a more polished Nicholas Jackson. But yeah, for that price, the numbers ain't numbering because I've not watched him like that. But when I looked at like his goal score, his return in regards to goals, I was like, no way is he worth £85 million, in my opinion, when you're looking at a Gyokeres who could be less, at Orshaman who could be less, for example. He's only had one outstanding season in regards to return, and that was the season just gone. Or good season, I should say. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so the thing about that is that, and I was thinking about this recently, is that he signed a deal with them for quite a while, right? So they've just sold Marmoush. They can really hit that price range of 100 million. He may not be worth it, but you look at the other guys that are around him. Sesko is going for 80 million, right? And he's better than Sesko, right? The lap is going for 30 M's. But like in general, if you look at Gyokeres is going to go for somewhere around about 60, 70, 80 million, right? Mm-hmm. So the market is so small, the talent is like probably down to 4 to 5 players that the market is inflating their prices. Sorry. My apologies.
It's cool, man. I get that all the time. People say, "Yeah, you and Marshall look alike." It's cool. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good.
But you know what I mean, because like at the end of the day, I think because the market is inflating all these strikers' prices.
True.
They can just do that, sadly. That's the problem.
First. Oh, and Sai saying Ahmed, yes, he rejected it. It's old news.
No, this came out literally 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, so Al Hilal has officially reached an agreement with Michael Edwards to appoint him as club's next sporting director. Check Al Hilal. Hey, come get some of our players, Michael.
Because I thought that too, LFC side, but because that report came out May 20th. But this is today.
First. Yeah, dude. Okay.
Yeah, but
we'll see what go on. Go on, fam.
Yeah, man, but listen, end of the day, man, when it comes to these transfer stuff, man, when it comes to Chelsea, I've got to see it to believe it, man. That's all I always say, man. You've got to see it to believe it.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Big up Prime in the cut as well. Prime, what you saying, man? You good? Prime with the slight delay. You good, Prime?
The Nairobi Wi-Fi, man.
Delay. I was muted, not delay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Blessings. Glad you're all good. Thoughts on let's go there. Ekitike. We've been linked to him. Your mob's been linked to him as of Liverpool. Thoughts on him as a player? Do you want to see him come into Chelsea? Is it price dependent? Thoughts?
I've not personally watched him at all. From what I'm hearing, he's like, I don't know, kind of like Jackson or a better Jackson. Some people have said that there are things that he's better than Jackson at. And there's other things that he's not as good as Jackson at, but he's a better finisher than Jackson. The price they're asking for is also ridiculous as well. I just find it annoying. Why? Because we already have the lap, who's meant to be the development, the potential striker. Why don't we just get someone else that's proven to pair with him. You know, I'm okay with the lap if it means that we get an Osimhen or a Gyokeres, but if we're going to get the lap and Ekitike, I'm not happy with that at all.
You want a more senior marksman?
Yes, because we are so close. We're so close to like pushing to challenge and to win majors. We're so close. We just need to fix our spine. And that's another thing that we'll get onto about the Maignan situation that annoys me as well.
Hey, you know what? Since you mentioned it, continue.
When the season ended, reports came out that we would, our goalkeepers would get assessed. What Jorgensen, Sanchez, and Petrovic would get assessed at the Club World Cup, and Penders would go out on loan, which was fine. And I was assuming, a lot of Chelsea fans were assuming that Petrovic would get the number one after the season he just had at Strasbourg. He was Player of the Year over the likes of Santos, who was amazing last season, or this season just passed. Petrovic was the best goalkeeper in Liga, the same league that you know has the likes of Chevalier that everyone likes to praise about, that has Donnarumma, who's been amazing this season in the Champions League for PSG, helps them win it. But the fact that Maignan comes up, 25 mil, people can say he hasn't had the best of seasons, fair enough, but he is a world-class, or at least a top-class goalkeeper. And for the price of 25 mil, that's a market opportunity that you go and take. So the fact that we're trying to haggle the price down, which I guess fair enough, but just take the opportunity. The fact that other big clubs are not in for him is because they already have top goalkeepers. Man United aren't in Champions League, so I doubt. I mean, I know you guys are not in for him, but like, I don't know if he'd want to go there, not being in Europe. Spurs aren't in for him, which is kind of crazy because even though I rate Vicario, Maignan's still a better goalkeeper than him. There's a free run, and we're messing up again.
Right.
Just like last season, we had a free one at Osimhen, and we messed up again. So frustrating because we're so close, yet so far away. And it's another thing that I keep talking about these sporting directors, but this fan base wants to argue about Maresca and Pochettino and do stupid politics. Like we know what the bigger problems are at this club, or what's like truly stopping us from progressing and getting back to where we should be. And what's funny with the Maignan situation is we might even end up signing him later on in this window. But why can't we just get it done for the Club World Cup? And then Petrovic is not even in the squad for the Club World Cup either. It's Sanchez.
First week, man. They're trying to sell him first week, man.
And then reports come out that Petrovic says that like he wants to be number one and stuff. Yes, he deserves to be number one. Under Poch, Petrovic was the better goalkeeper. He proved it when he played. And then last summer, he was sent out on loan because he can't play with the ball out the back. And he improved on that massively. You had Liam Rose in there talking about Petrovic being a world-class goalkeeper. And yet we're just going to let him go, potentially leave Petrovic, and we're not going to get Maignan, and we're going to go another season with Sanchez. People don't remember how many points Sanchez has cost us this season, how many games, how many stupid goals he has given away this season.
Yeah, he's been dreadful for you. Look, let's be real.
The problem is, with Sanchez.
Where do you stand with it? I'm losing out on Maignan. We're not losing out, but not going back for him because it makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I'm gonna circle into it. The problem with Sanchez is that, and I was saying this on my own channel, on Marshall's channel, that you can in this day and age where teams look at data, teams look at statistics, right? Sanchez is so bad statistically speaking as a player, that is going to be nigh impossible for any competent team to buy him. That is sadly the problem that you've got right now at the football club. Yeah,
you're talking about Sanchez.
With Sanchez specifically, no competent team, no team of sound body and mind, is ever gonna buy him. You know what I mean, Flawless, right? So
yeah, go on. I'll let you go on. You carry on landing where you want.
So for me, yeah, the sad reality is, even though I'm a big fan of Petrovic, I want him to say he's always going to be on a chopping block, bro. Even Jorgensen will probably be on a chopping block before he is, right? And even though I don't rate him either. So that's the reality that we've got to deal with. Then they didn't get the chance to get Magnon. They didn't decide to start doing this thing of like, oh, both of us are gonna start doing this weird thing of like negotiating. I don't think so. Because what happens? They don't. They decide to stay at their price. They don't even negotiate further. And we're now left in a situation where we're probably gonna have to wait for him for a very, very long time, bro. Yeah, and get him done. Probably in July or August.
So you reckon you still circle back from Mignon?
Yeah, it's gonna be just towards the end of the transfer window. That's what's gonna happen.
So what's the difference? So what do you believe? Do you think because of the situation he's in at Milan, wanting to leave, having only a year left on his deal? You think
the thing is right now with Milan is that a lot of their deals are stalling. They're trying to sell Tio Hernandez. That's kind of stalled now. It's like us, like all broken down. It's like Madrid. The other deal that they had for Yunus Musa to Napoli has stalled. Right, our deal with Magnon has also stalled. So there's a lot of deals right now that that's all decided to stall at the same time. So Napoli is also negotiating whatever they're trying to do as well. So the one thing I will say about Chelsea is that you can't act like a hard man in one moment and then start acting like you're just gonna bend over all the time. Pause. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that,
right? Like we can't be like like splashing whatever Dortmund want for Gittins, but then when it comes to Magnon for 25 mil, that's when you want to have. That's when you want to have standards, bro. You can't, bro. You can't.
That's why I said flawless,
bro. You can't let the man them run through, and then when it comes to the next guy, now you want to have standards. You can't do that, bro. I'm sorry.
You can't do that, man. You know what I mean? You have to maintain. I always maintain you have to maintain a certain Ekitike about you. You know what I mean? You can't be a United, where everyone's having fun. You know what I mean? Everyone's getting to eat.
Me for, man.
You know what I mean? Everyone's eating. I'm sorry for all this. Even right now, everyone's eating.
Sorry, bro. Carry on, man.
You know what I mean? Everyone's gonna get a bite. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, when the guy's running for like that for a certain lady of the night's house. And they're like, calm down. You're gonna get some.
You're gonna get some.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're gonna get some. That's United, bro. You know what I mean? The thing is, Chelsea, you apply a certain amount of pressure. Calm down. You're gonna get some. That's the way we move things sometimes, if you seriously want to play. So
but Ahmed, it's not even that we're gonna get some. We're moving like, bro. It's like. The girl meets us and now she wants standards, but like everyone else, she just
that's why for me, by the way, bro.
That's nothing worse than that. Fuck. Sorry.
That's why
you're gonna spend 60 on Gittins. In January, you're willing to spend the money on Garnacho, but when it comes to Magnon and actual level ceiling raiser, that's when we are like, no, cut the price down.
Earlier on, when we was on back again, Lewis just said he reckons it's the resale value thing. Because of Magnon's age. He was saying if he was 24 or under, they would have paid the money. Do you lot think it's because of that? Because to me, that's the only logical reason I can think of. And I think it's nonsense. You lot desperate in need of a goalkeeper. Go get Mignon. I think 25 million for him is a steal.
Yeah, so for me, the thing for me is just I just look at the way these guys move, and it's just like 1 minute, as I said before, you're doing 1 minute you're acting like yeah, mate, listen, we're not doing this, man. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the next minute you're doing, here's the money. Give it to me. No. You know what I mean? No, that's just the
one
problem.
Step forward, one step backward. We played a Conference League
and
final.
Everyone
sees that bad touch from Jackson. 24 hours later, the lap's done. Cool. Let's start moving properly now.
And do you know what
everyone's happy. Yeah.
Do you know what it is though? Yeah, and this is also an idea. That's the problem we've got with Chelsea is that clubs know the way these guys play now. You know what I mean? The clubs know the way we play right now. That's why, Frankfurt is now trying to bring in other teams in because they know Chelsea, if they really want a player, and then you get other clubs here to start getting around the player, they will do whatever they can to get the player they want. Right? Or if you're Borussia Dortmund, what you do, you reject it straight away, You give them a new price, and then if they really like the player, Chelsea will then just pay that price for you. That's what's happening right now, bro. Like, so everyone knows who we are, and they're just trying to use and abuse us, bro. So for me, it's either you act like a hard man and don't take the abuse, or you just take the abuse and just to get the job done.
I think you lot are just being selective, like you said, because it's with getting. It's not like the money's not there. It's not like you can't afford the 25 million for Mignon, because you literally offered more for Gittins, I believe, the same day or the day after. To not go and get Mignon for that price is just baffling. And if it is because of the resale value or the age or this lack of resale value, that's a crazy way to do business. When Mignon improves you, that's why I just don't get it.
It's like, the thing is, right? If we don't want to get Mignon, that's fine. So, but why is Petrovic not part of our Club World Cup squad? Why is he gonna go? I'm cool with having. I was acceptant of using Petrovic because for me, I was looking at the market of what was available. Chevalier, I've not watched like that, but he's still young, and he's only really had one season. And then
you know what's gonna happen?
He's meant to be a talent, but whenever I watch him, he always has a bozo error. So I was like, cool, let's give it another year. Football changes very quickly. Who knows what goalkeepers pop out next year? Or maybe Petrovic shows he's actually a world-class goalkeeper. So I was accepting of that. But now it's like we're losing the quality goalkeeper we actually have. And then the one that's available in the market that no one else is going for and actually wants to come to Chelsea for a cut price, we're not getting.
But the thing is, and I wanted to speak on it like this, yeah. Let's be honest, boys.
Let's say this, man.
James Trafford is going to a football club, so there's nothing really to say at this point.
This guy's just not serious. Well, you're not with James. You're not with James Trafford joining.
That's another City Academy kid joining the club, man.
Yeah, forget if he's a City Academy kid. A City Academy kid.
That's all we can sign, Flawless, though. That's all we can fucking sign, bro. City Academy kids. Can we send someone that's not from the City Academy? That's a good player. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Consistently, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like cash money. Even Morgan Rogers, even though I rate Morgan Rogers, yeah, we're trying to sign him too. Another City Academy kid. It's like, if the City Academy, man, you might as well just, I could bet my house right now, yeah, and can repay my mortgage, yeah, just saying, oh, we're going to go for this guy, man. You know what I mean? I might be able to repay my mortgage, bro. I'm being so serious when I say that to you.
Yeah. Where do you stand with it, Prime, about the City Academy kids are not buying older, more experienced players?
I've always had a problem with our squad planning under this ownership.
Go on.
From the players that we bring in and that we're linked with to the managers that we also bring in, not fitting players that we have.
Okay. Talk about it.
If we're going to bring in young talent, and we spend a lot of money on young players, we're going to bring in young talent, fine, but try and get the best of what's out there. And even with that, you still need experience. Everyone loves to talk about PSG's young project they've developed over the last 2 years, but no one speaks on the fact of their spine consists of Donnarumma. He's won the Euros. He's won numerous league titles. He's experienced. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. They have Marquinhos, who, fine, he's fallen off the last few years, but he's still an experienced international, plays for his country. He's captain of PSG. He's won numerous league titles. They've got Dembele, who I know this season he's really lived up to his potential, but he's still an experienced player, international for France, starts for France, has played for Barcelona, played for Dortmund, won numerous league titles. Hakimi won numerous league titles. He's captain of his country, international, has won titles for PSG and at Inter Milan, has played for Dortmund. That is their spine. So then it allows the likes of Desiree Doué to, if he has what?
Shah Ahmed with his snow bunny. Sorry, I just want to point out. Go on, as you were.
I was so confused.
I'm sorry, I was just pointing it out to the people. You know what I'm saying? Look, if it ain't snowing, look at him saying, "Hooray!" That's what he's saying in that picture. Like, go on.
Ahmed, who's that? Ahmed, who's that? Oh my god.
You
Man.
got how is it
Flawless.
nasty word for me?
Flawless
You
is a
got the
prick,
picture
bro.
up.
Flawless is a
Why
prick,
am I? If that was me, you lot would do that to me. I don't know why. I mean, like people would be on my case. This is crazy work, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Where's truth where you need him, bro? This is why you get kicked off.
Man kicked me out the stream for saying something he said. That's the craziest part.
Why you get
Truth said that Martinelli was cold in the 9. He said that. I didn't make this up.
When did he say that?
He said this is like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about Martinelli. He was like, Martinelli's cold in the 9. It was like 2 weeks. It was on a back again pod. Can't remember which one though. And he said he was cold. He said he was cold in the 9. That's what he said. And now every time I mention it, man just want to bypass it or kick me out of the stream. Because he said Martinelli's cold in the 9. Cold people. COLD. That's what he said.
Anyways.
See? Look, even done see saying it. Flawless is nasty work, but he did say that. Sorry. Because imagine I said that. Imagine I said some shit like that. Oh, such and such. Imagine I said, oh, Rashford's cold in the 9. You lot would never let me forget it. Ever. Sorry, go on.
Anyways.
Why is it? You know what Prime's thinking? Oh, what clip's gonna make up? All jokes aside, I think all jokes aside, people, she's a wrestler at some event. That's what it is. Has some promotional company. The woman who's in the picture, yeah, she's a wrestler or something like that. He mentioned it. Yeah, he was at an event, and she's a wrestler. You just know that in that picture. You know he was saying that.
Man.
Yeah. She's a wrestler at an event or something. I'm telling you.
What the hell is wrong with this channel, man? Flawless, Jez, Ahmed.
Whoa.
Even Steve, crazy.
You put me in a group with them two scrubs. I ain't like Ahmed or friggin' Jez. What do you mean?
You guys love your milk. You guys love your milk. Anyways.
What's wrong with milk? Telling me you don't like good milk.
Anyways.
You don't like it. You don't like milk, Fez. You should know.
Anyways, like I was saying.
Yeah, see, look at him stuttering. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Listen, milk, chocolate, Latinas. I like milk.
Chocolate.
Anyways.
Yeah. Hey, don't even get into me about Latina. Sorry, go on.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
See, look, he's forgot his mind since we mentioned milk. Chelsea, man. And the construction of the team and how you don't like it and how managers don't fit the squad.
Flores looks like he likes whole not skimmed. It's crazy.
Yeah, 100%, man. The blue lid, for those that don't know who are here in England, because we have it's red top, blue top, and green top. Blue top is whole milk. I think green is the one in the middle. I think green is semi-skimmed and then red is skimmed. Run me the whole milk, man. The blue top stuff. Sorry, go on as you were.
Of course he knows this. Latinas ain't snow bunnies. They're a different flavor, unlike these walking on. Yeah. Okay.
Shout out all the women, man. I like all women from all different races.
Are we talking about milk? What's going on?
No, because of your profile.
Ahmed. I was talking about Chelsea. I was answering the question, and then your fucking Avi Flawless just puts it full screen for no reason, and I was lost. I thought
she's a wrestler, right? Did you say that?
Yes,
Ahmed?
she's the wrestler. Yes.
There we go. She's a wrestler. Yeah, I'm glad you clocked that when we started talking about stuttering. I mean, milk. Prime started stuttering, but we moved. Go on.
Because I want to stay on track with what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you do definitely.
I'm personally just to let you know, I like mine semi-skimmed. You know, I like the semi-skimmed one. You know, you don't want to have too much fat. And no, that's not completely skimmed. You know what I mean? Just damn. You know?
You know what? Yeah.
I like my semi-skilled, not too much fat. Guy like he's putting that into a dating engine or something like that. His Tinder profile or something, or his Hinge profile. This is what I like. Requirements. Oh shit.
I love the show, man.
Like 35 minutes in. Yeah, this and people who are new here, like, is this like this all the time? Yes. Sarcasm City TV in a nutshell. Big up Big Six Months for the raid though. Shout out Months, the whole gang over there. Big up to everyone who joined over from the raid from Big Six Months. Make sure you run up the likes though. We're at 35. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. When you enter the city, pay the tax. Girls up 15 more likes, people. For just 15. Hit that like button. Girls to 50. Make sure you subscribe to this joke man next to me, the Bridge Nation.
I'm almost at 2.9k. 6 from 2.9k. So help me
yo,
out,
6 of you lot, go subscribe to Ahmed's channel, the Bridge Nation. Links underneath in the description. And speaking of joke man, this guy helps me run the channel Prime here. Sarcasm City TV clips. Links in the title. Make sure you subscribe there as well. Make sure you do so.
We're on the road to 200 subs, guys. So
there we go. Road to 200 subs on the Sarcasm City TV clips. Road to 3K on the Bridge Nation, people. And Beans on Toast, I appreciate the kind words. People subscribe. One of the top channels on YouTube. Where else you getting serious transfer talk, how the squad's being built, and also conversation about semi-skim milk. Sorry, go on.
I just wanted to say, you know,
wait, hold on, Ahmed.
Bring up Senior X-Con, please. I'm gonna finish. Then it's all yours, fam.
Is it what? Is it this?
Don't. Yeah. Listen. I don't really feel like saying 0% milk does a justice, though. You know what I mean? You have to be a bit more descriptive. That's all I'm saying.
You were very descriptive, yes.
You gotta be a bit more descriptive, man. You know what I mean?
Speaking of descriptive, Ahmed, because this is part of the clip. What is your top 5 milk?
What? Top 5 milk? I like regular milk, cow milk. That's number 1 for sure.
No, he's talking about women.
You know what I mean, bro.
He's asking you about top 5 white women.
Yeah, I can't really say that, man. You know what I mean? I don't cheat, so you know what I mean?
That's not cheating. Is it just your celebrity crushes?
Celebrity crushes? Nah, we're not doing that.
Celebrity crushes.
But man, hold on, Ahmed. You don't cheat. Turn up, show the Avi again. That looks very cool.
Nah,
that's not cheating. That's not cheating. She was there with me.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you can do that in the picture, surely you can say your top 5.
In the picture as well, Ahmed, it just looks like you're going, whoa, hey! That's what it looks like in the picture.
I was cooked. I can't lie to you. I was cooked.
Ahmed, you know what you look like? You look like one of those uncles that are fresh off the boat. The first time they see a white woman, bro. You look like Jackson. You look like Jackson the first time you saw a white woman.
I'll be honest, man. Too many rums and coke on that day.
Yeah, too many rums and coke. That means you enjoyed yourself. And Dante, what did I do? I don't know why I got the blame. I don't know why I did. I have no clue. But where was we at? This show has just gone completely west. Yeah. This is Sarcasm City TV in a nutshell, people. Go on, Prime.
I don't know.
I know this guy over there thinking about milk, man. That's what's going on, man. On track, Prime. Come on, man. Get it together. The ball. You clearly look at the smile and tell you smile on your face. Look,
he's doing research right now, man. He's doing research, man.
See what this flawless does.
This guy was stuttering just before when we were talking about milk.
I hope you're not on that website, Prime, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
What website? Actually,
you know, man.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, man. No green around here, please. No green around here, please.
The first time Jackson was looking silly. Yes, thank you, Dante. Thank you. Anyways,
no explanation. Sorry, go on, Prime.
Sandra Bullock's overrated, but whatever. Yeah, the squad. I've had a problem with the way the squad's been assembled for a very long time. Is how I've been complaining about certain players that we bring in and out, and also certain the managers that we brought in terms of their philosophies and styles of play. Forget that Poch is a better manager for a second, but it doesn't make sense to go from Graham Potter and how he wants to play to Pochettino and his intense like press attacking sort of freestyle football, to then want to go and bring in someone like Maresca that wants to play heavy possession-based football. Gusto, for example, thrived last season under Poch, and this year he's been quite poor playing the inverted role. Squad planning, again, doesn't really make sense. You bring in Nkunku as your big, like, marquee signing when we bought him 2 summers ago. And now with Maresca, Nkunku just doesn't have a role in the team because he doesn't fit Maresca's style of play. like poor again squad planning. Like it's just annoying because we're actually quite close to challenging and competing for majors. We're so close if we can just make the right improvements to take us over the line. If we had kept Petrovic last season, if we had bought, say, an Osimhen last summer, the big dip we had from December to February, March wouldn't have happened because they would have won us enough points and kept us in enough games. Never even mind the fact that Maresca is also inexperienced in his own right as well. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I'm also late for another stream that I have to get to. So
no stress, man. If you got a dip prime, no stress, man. It's all good. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Guys, another stream, boys. You know what I mean? It's time for milk gooning, if you know what I mean. That's what he's about to do.
It's calling him milk.
I'm not all right, man. I'm not
milk like you, is cool, man. It's all good. And you Irish over there as well, man. The Irish, there's good milk over there in Ireland as well. I hear it.
That's a myth. No,
I've been over there. I know.
We're dispelling this myth. The milk in
extra fat milk. That's what I had. I had extra fat milk.
No. We're dispelling this myth. I'm Irish. The milk in Ireland is expired. We're dispelling this. It's not
this
good,
guy
bro.
Just wants to just keep it for himself.
You know it is, man. He's not scanning.
No, it's not good, bro.
It's
not good, bro. Trust me, it's not good.
You gonna make your milkman delivery. We'll catch up with you soon, yeah.
I'm not even the only Irish person that said this, bro. It's not
Prime. It's all right, man. It's all right, Prime. Catch you later, man. Tell her I said hello.
The game Prime, man. The game's a game Prime.
Yeah, bro. Tell her I said hello. Yeah, you got another shoot. Look at him snoring, yo. Prime under pressure, yo. Prime over there struggling, yo.
Yeah, man, he's stressed.
He's stressed, yo. Yo, man, he's by the way, you just got asked to, to make a good decision. It's crazy work. But yeah, your fault. It's your fault.
No, I hear Prime. I think my problem actually was that last season we made a mistake in terms of the manager style and then the players that we had, right? And then this season, I actually think it's a bit different. The manager does suit the players. I think obviously his tactics have taken a bit more longer to bed in, I'd probably say now. And I think the effectiveness of his tactics is also, in my personal opinion, curtailed by the quality that he has in certain positions. If it being like Madueke, I think he's a decent winger, but he's not like the best winger, bro. He's not going to give you an 8 out of 10 game in, game out.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Neto probably should be doing that for you, but I think you can make the argument he's maybe embedded in the season. Maybe he's missing like the striker like that maybe he needs to work with, because some wingers, bro, they work best when they have a striker that they can sort of like play off with, right? Which maybe that's what he's missing too, right? But then you've had Sancho this season. I'll be honest, man, trash with all due respect. Tariq George is quite young, right? So I think for me, just from a winger perspective, yeah, we've lacked quite badly in those areas, in my personal opinion, and that's kind of not helped the manager as well. I think obviously certain players like Gusto that he's spoken about. I think with Gusto, I think it's just about time. I think he's a young guy. Obviously, he's only 20 years old. He can learn that stuff that Maresca wants from him. But he's a young guy. He's a young player. He's gonna have peaks and troughs. This season has been a trough season for him from the way he's played on a personal, professional level, right? But then hopefully next season he takes the experience, the learning curve, and everything that he's learned, and he puts it into the next season, bro. That's all it is. And that's what it is with young players. Young players, they go through their highs and low moments. It's about sticking with them when they go through those low moments, in my personal opinion, if you truly believe in their skill and hype.
No, that's very fair. Very, very fair, man. Very, very balanced as well. I hear you. I hear you on that. Let me see what else is going on in regards to news. We'll switch over to Manchester United, because I did mention this at the top of the show. This broke probably like in the last hour. So Sporting have given Victor Gyokeres the assurance that he will be allowed to leave in the summer for 60 to 70 million euros, which I believe is like 50 million pounds, but I'll double check that, as exclusively revealed in October 2024 and now confirmed by his agent. So reports came out also stating that his agent said that they have it in writing from Sporting, because again, the Sporting Lisbon president was talking very spicy, talking about he's not going to leave. I will not be threatened. I won't be blackmailed. And then Gyokeres the following day then stated the truth will be out soon. So this is probably what Gyokeres was talking about in regards to the truth. Manchester United, just go get the deal done. That's where I'm at. Sell on some players, go get him done. Go get the Embremo deal done. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, Gyokeres, go get it done for 60 to 70 million euros. Go on, I see you smiling. So, you know what? We'll get to that in a second. Because I'm guessing you got thoughts on the Embremo deal. Or Embremo news, I should say.
I was going to, talk about a former United player quickly. Shout out to our boy Paul Nabil Pogba, set to go to Monaco. So
yes, love that. Yeah.
I'm very happy for him, bro.
Yes, absolutely. Over the moon. Hopefully they get that deal done. And I'm just looking at 60 million euros is like 50 million pounds. So 70 million euros is like 60 million. So basically 50 to 60 million pounds for someone like Gyokeres is a steal. Go get the deal done. That's where I'm at with it. Go and get it done. His agent coming out and stating that. It's weird. Why would the president state that then? If it's not in his contract, but they have it in writing. It's all very, very messy over there. And big up to Will says, big up, Halliburton's going to cook tonight. Big 17 months too. Shout out to Will. Appreciate you being a member of the channel for 17 months, Will. That's a long time that I've known your fraudulent self, but big up my guy, Will, every single time. Links in the bio for the membership. Sorry, links in the pinned comment for the membership. Check it out. And let me know if there's any perks that would make you lot sign up, because I'm always trying to give back to the community and come up with good ideas in regards to things for the membership. But run up the likes regardless and subscribe as well. But yeah, with Gyokeres, it's a no-brainer. Even before, when they was talking about him not having a release clause and they're talking 80, 90 million. He fits what way. Manchester United are not, with the manager we have, currently Bruno in midfield, we are not set up to be tactically astute and have a clear game plan and keep the ball. We are on vibes, people. Manchester United are going to totally, until the next manager comes in, and it might not even change then, but currently under this ownership, under this manager, and this team is vibes. So bring me ballers who are just going to ball out. We just need to put as much talent on the football pitch. The Cunha deal got done great. We'll get the Embremo deal done, in my opinion. You had Gyokeres to that front three. I'm cool with that. Because I seen reports earlier today, and there was tweets talking about how, I can't remember, I don't know who it came from, but it's basically talking about Xerxes being a good foil for an Embremo and a Cunha. I actually agree with that. I think Xerxes' profile fits those two because he's a facilitator. He's pass first. He'll get assists. He's good link up. He's technically very sound. The given goals and 1-2s, and he'll find those two in spaces. Absolutely. And Embremo, and all three of them actually, including Xerxes, have the ability to carry the ball and go past the player. However, Amorim's in charge. He ain't gonna play Xerxes. He don't rate him. Same way Maino's not gonna play. So therefore, go get Gyokeres. And if the front three is Cunha, Embremo, Gyokeres, gets you goals, gets you assists. It's be very good against the low block, even better in regards to a counter-attack. That's frightening in transition. Go make the deal happen. Manchester United reports did state we only had money for Embremo and Cunha, and then we'd have to sell to go get a Gyokeres, and I'm all for that. And Leverkusen just got big money for Wirtz. Hey, Ten Hag, come get your fucking guys, mate. How about that? Come get your players. All these players you rate so highly, come get your guys. That's where I'm at with it. Leverkusen.
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen with Leverkusen, though, bro.
Yeah, come get your guys.
They're broke. They're a broke club. They don't do that, bro.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to spend big. You just got 130. You can have the lot for 40. It was 20 for Garnacho, 20 for all 9 of your guys.
Yeah, cool. But you're losing money on that, bro. Like, you need money. Like, you need to make profits, bro. Not losses.
Profits on who? Who are we making a profit on, my friend?
Garnacho is obviously going to be 20 million profit, right? That's one of the
things. Yeah, Garnacho's pure profit, so that works because we signed him for like 500k.
All right, so who's the other one that you mentioned? The other two I forgot.
I mentioned Onana, Hoyland, a lot of them. Pick a name and number.
Hoyland, I promise he's going to be for 40 years for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd give him away. That's how bad he is. We're going to make losses on everybody. It's just time to get these men out of the club. For the main reason is, 1, they're just holding up a space. 2, they're absolutely dreadful. And 3, it clears the wages as well. And 4, allows us to go buy more players. And speaking of Manchester United players leaving, a move of Alejandro Garnacho to buy Leverkusen is currently very unlikely. Reason, the immense package of transfer fee and wages. Leverkusen are currently focused on other options. The 20-year-old Garnacho set to leave Manchester United this summer. That's from at Sky Sports Germany. See, this is on, even on big money. Garnacho's not on big money at all. I think he's on like, is he not like 40k? I think he's saying like that.
Probably 60, I'll probably say maybe something like that.
Saying 60 because he's on his original deal. Garnacho's not on a lot of money. Wait, let me say that.
Did they extend him?
There's been no extension.
So then he's on his
50K. Yeah, even on big money. The transfer fee, I fucking blame us.
To be fair, do you know how much Nkape is on for that team? 30k euros. 30k euros, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well,
so
for them, the game.
For them, it's quite a bit of money. I'll be honest with you.
50k, like, this is outrageous. What annoys me even more about that is the transfer fee. Talks are saying we want 70 million for him. Why?
This is crazy.
Who's doing business? He's rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea were daft enough to come in for him from January, and they still want him now. They offer 40 million. Take that.
Inshallah, bro.
Sadly, Gyokeres available for 50 to 60. Sell him for 40. Move on. Sancho for 20, and that's your bread.
Sadly, but I think Garnacho goes for probably 50 M's, but it's not going to be to Chelsea because we're gonna force that deal for Gins and
that's brilliant. If we sell him for 50 million, that's brilliant. That's what reports were
saying. The question I have for him is who's gonna get him? Because I made a joke about Arsenal maybe getting him because they can't get Nico Williams in, they can't get the Rodrigo fan that they're trying to dream of getting. So maybe, man, if they're truly about needing a left winger that serious, Garnacho is available.
Come get Garnacho. He's available, but we trying to price him out. There's no way in hell the player wants to leave. We want the player to leave, and the transfer fee is What is going on at Manchester United Football Club? Everybody both parties want him to go. It's not like the player wants to leave and the club don't want to sell him, or the club want to sell him and the player doesn't want to leave. They both want the player to leave. Make it happen. Why are we looking 70 million for? Why are we looking 60 million?
To be fair for us, the window's gonna open. Yeah, what's the date today? Today's 13th, isn't it? So 14, 15. Listen, over the weekend, bro, it's gonna open. Right on Monday morning, it's open again. We'll see what's gonna happen then, bro.
We just priced it. I just don't like this idea. That should never be an issue. Is transfer fee. That shouldn't be an issue for any player we're trying to sell. Wages are here to an extent, not with him because he's on cheap, but we got people on big money. Yeah, because of the market, but the market dictates your worth. No one's paying 70 million for Garnacho. Nobody's paying 60 million for Garnacho. We had this issue in January. Teams are interested. Yes. Chelsea interested, Arsenal interested. There's another Premier League interested. Italian clubs are interested. I believe a Saudi club's interested. So there was genuine interest in this player. Nobody is buying him for 70 million. And his wages for the most part is cheap. He's on 50k a week. 60k a week for most clubs, obviously excluding Bayer Leverkusen, is nothing. 60k a week is nothing for Arsenal or Chelsea, even the Italian clubs. Yeah, like people keep saying because of the market. I seen some daftness. There was some tweet that was going viral talking about, because such and such a player is worth 50, 60, we should easily get more for Garnacho. He's rubbish, people. We've watched him be dreadful all season long. Did people forget this is a player we've seen go 20 games without a goal? He went 20 Premier League games without a
See this guy.
goal.
See this is the problem right now, guys. You've got and Flawless is being a hater. Stop being a hater, man. When you're trying to sell, bro. When you're trying to sell someone, you gotta remove the hate, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta do Flawless. I have to think about it. Like, listen, this is the Bridge Nation exclusive. Sterling. Listen, Raheem the Dream, Sterling. You know he's got a body of work that speaks for itself. Young player of the year, player of the season at Man City, knows how to play, very great dribbler, knows how to move, knows how to cut inside and shoot. Yeah, he may be a bit older, but listen, he brings that leadership quality that you need in the team. He may not be a scorer, but off the bench, he can do you wonders. He can help the new generation. That's all, man. Garnacho, this is me selling Garnacho.
I'm all for it. Like
let me sell you Garnacho.
You sell us Garnacho. Go on.
Listen, Alejandro Garnacho. You have to make his name spicy a little bit, yeah. He's great at driving with the ball. Great accelerator. Lovely cut inside and shoot. maybe the shoot not great, but with the right manager, you can get him to shoot that curl into the box. You know what I mean? Finesse plus, guys. You know what I mean? He's a driver. He's a hard worker. Gives you the hard yards, 90 minutes and more. That's the type of guy that you want in your teammate. And he's a winner too.
I hear all that, but here's the thing is, let me get to this. The Sanju says he's right though, flawless. If you can, you got to fleece them. 40 million for him is a fleece. It's a phenomenal deal. He is the worst left winger in the league. Put the relegation sides back. And if we go every single starting left winger in it, somebody in the chat tell me a left winger that he's better than, that starts for their club in the Premier League, and we'll throw the Premier League, and you can throw the relegation sides. So put Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton back. Who is he better than? 40 million this is what makes no sense to me. 40 million for Garnacho is absolute deal of the window. He's the worst left winger in the league. And not only does the eye test show you that, and the goals and assists show you that, other stats show you that. He was lowest for attempt dribbles going past his player. He was the lowest shot conversion rate, lowest. 40, and we want 40 million. Get him gone. Someone tell me in the chat, name me a starting left winger that he's better than in the Premier League. This season, yeah, we'll go off last season.
The man them need to learn when it's time to scam, bro. You gotta learn when it's time to scam. That's the problem. A lot of the man them don't understand that for us, bro. That's the problem.
I don't get.
I promise you, Flawless.
Tell me,
that's the problem. Like,
someone tell me.
Please, we need to understand when it's time to scam, and we need to know what our limits are. It. I've always said before. I know, for Axel Disasi, 30 M's is guaranteed.
And I think you think that's good business, correct?
And that's good business. You need to understand like what your players are off, because that's something I always talk about. You need to understand what is your players off. You can't say to him, you can't be delusional, be like, he's 50, 60 million when that's not true, because he's still a prospect. He still needs to develop a lot of his game. Yes, but the thing is, he's played a lot of game time and has experience still on his belt. So he's 40 M's. That's it. It's very simple.
40 million for him is tremendous. The United fans in the chat, would you pay 40 million for him if he was before? So he was at Chelsea or Arsenal or Liverpool or City. Had he put in the exact same performances, would you buy him for 40 M? That is a brilliant business. I can't believe it. Again, typical Manchester United. How are you messing up a free hit? It's a free hit. The ownership did
How
this.
How greedy, bro? How greedy? That's not the problem, bro. How greedy? He's
literally a free hit, and you're messing it up. It was like the Ten Hag situation. How do you mess up a free hit? It's like Amarim doing worse than Ten Hag. It's a free hit. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. The girl you like has sent you a message. She WhatsApped you and said, "Are you up?" How do you fuck that up?
Exactly, bro.
2 a.m., you got a "you up" text. You have to be a different kind of idiot to mess that up. I'm sure the vast majority of you lot in here are of an age where you've received the "you up" text at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. How do you mess that up? How? If you've messed that up, you're just a different idiot. There's levels to stupidity. And you've reached, that's Ryan level stuff. That's what that is. That's right. What is
people need to know the limits, man. I always say you need to know your limits, boys. You need to know your limits.
What? Exactly, Slims. You cannot a 2 a.m. text at you. All you have to do is say yes. Send me the address. That is it.
You can also say no.
You have to do.
You can also say no.
Nah, I said in the scenario though, it's a girl you like. Of course, you can say no if you want to.
I'm just doing a little.
But if you like the girl and she sends you the, imagine you're obviously you taken. But if you're a single man,
that's a good one, Tina. Yeah. But on a serious note, man, listen. Do I think he's gonna get sold? He's gonna get sold, man. We good, man. We good. He's gonna get sold. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew this fraud got the hairline treatment in Turkey. I knew it, man. Sanchez got the hairline treatment in Turkey, man. You know what I mean? I just seen his head, bro. He's got the hairline treatment in Turkey, bro.
This guy.
Sorry, I just saw the picture of him. So one of my boys sent it to me on WhatsApp. He's like, "Yo, he got the hairline treatment." So I was like,
"Yeah." But yeah,
no
United patterned up, man. We need more. I don't like the lack of news. I don't like the lack of news when it comes to outgoings at the football club. I know we still got the rest of we got till September, but I don't like by the end of this month we need more noise. I can't believe they're talking about Garnacho. These players are rubbish. I'm not saying give them away.
Let me ask you a question for us, yeah. When do you expect your transfer dealings to be done by? At least incoming wise.
Oh, that'll take a minute still, because we're dependent on sales.
Right.
So get the Bremo deal done. And then that's what the report's saying. We had money for Cunha and then Bremo, and then other deals are dependent on sales. So, for instance, if we were smart enough, you just get this 40 M's for Garnacho, you get 20 million for Anthony, and you know who that pays for? Gyokeres. And then you move on a Sancho, you move on a Rashford, you move on a Onana, and then that way you can sign a midfielder and a goalkeeper with that bread. And then you go, you know what? We've actually improved the spine of the team. All right, Bruno's still there. That's unfortunate, but you got a new goalkeeper. You got your centre backs, midfielder alongside Bruno. Very good front three on paper. Cool. For the season, I go first. Well, again, Manchester United messing up the U up text at 2 a.m. Fucking nonsense. How? You have to say is, yes, send me the address. That's it. Or if you know her address already, yes, I'm on my way. Because you've probably been there before. Side saying this, Tottenham will fight Manchester United for Brian and Bremo and have made a 70 million bid to try and hijack his move to Old Trafford. Spurs offer to understood to be closer to Brentford's valuation of their player, although Bremo is still leaning towards the United move. Thomas Frank believes you can persuade him to stay in London, and that's from Darren Lewis in the Mirror. How reliable that is, we don't know. But yeah, see, Ahmed smiling. Fortunately, we'll go to you, man, because you're not neutral.
Yeah, no, it can't be 5-0. Man. You can't make this a 5-0 situation, man. You know, they're taking your owner to court. You know what I mean?
I don't care about that, man. Let that Egypt.
But the thing is, the thing for me is that if they are able to generally steal in Burma for me, that's nasty work, bro. I'll be honest, it's nasty work. It's nasty work, man. And the thing is, I don't know right now what your spending limit is, because obviously you can say 70 M's is like probably what you're looking for in Burma. But if they say, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna go 75, are you gonna be able to match 75?
Yeah, the report says obviously it's not a reliable source in regards to the 70 million, but yeah, we need to get this deal done. Do I believe we still get the deal done? Yeah, I don't really have any worries about that. Thomas Frank is definitely a factor in this, and he's definitely going to try and persuade.
The thing is, bro, you can if you're Thomas Frank, bro, you say, listen, you see your football here. I'm trying to bring the squad to new glory. You've done it before at Brentford. We can do it again with me.
Yeah, he's got to give it the sales pitch, 100%.
And for me, I'll be real with you. That's a good sales pitch.
Yes, agreed.
It's a great sales pitch, bro.
Yeah,
I find that hard to beat unless you know when Manchester United is so powerful that you can beat that. Then you know what I mean. That's all I can really say.
Hey, United has power, man. Don't get misunderstood.
I'm not even disagreeing with that. But I'm saying, there has to be a limit to the juice, innit? You know
there's no limit.
It's got to be limit,
man. There's no limit, man. We out here with the tank because everyone told me, and socials told me Manchester United was finished at mid-table and no one would want to be here. And then we signed Cunha, and everyone shut up. And then Bremo rejected Arsenal.
But you were always going to sign Cunha. Anyone that was saying that to you was lying to you, bro.
Yeah, of course. But people told me we had no money, period. People thought we couldn't get Bremo. And Bremo rejected Arsenal, Spurs, and Newcastle. 2 of them are in London, and all 3 of them have Champions League football. Correct?
Don't worry, man. The juice has got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm praying the juice has got to start somewhere.
Man. Yeah, I know. See that? Praying. That's what you are, man. Praying. I get it, man. You keep praying.
Man. You got it, man.
I get it, man. I'd pray. I'd hate us too if I was you, man. I get it, man. I hear it, man. Because there's no way we should be able to do this.
Listen, my hatred for United is generational. I promise you.
I get it, man. I would hate us too. After what happened in 08 and the amount of prems we stopped you from winning, I'd hate me too. I get it, man.
Of course,
I
man.
get it. Without doubt. Dio says, where would you both go if you was in Bremo? Take your bias away.
I said, generally, I always said Spurs is my bias because my bias because Spurs, you've got your old manager there. They've got Champions League football. They've just won a trophy. You can say that they're in a new rebuild era themselves, right? Or maybe like a somewhat of a in between where they're still rebuilding but trying to reach the top again. I really would probably say Spurs.
All right, first for me, I ain't gonna lie. Depends on sitting down with Arteta, but probably Arsenal. I know I ain't gonna play ahead of Saka, but I'm gonna play in the 10. Play me in the 10. I'm better than Odegaard. So probably Arsenal, to be honest.
But even Arsenal's a good shout, but like I'm specifically talking about if it's just United and Spurs, then I have to say then I would have to say what's it called? I would have to say Spurs right now.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm literally here just trying to get this Club World Cup thumbnail made, people. Wait 1 second. Juice stop at Chelsea, Newcastle, and Burma. The thing of Chelsea, I said this before, bro. We've got actually,
Juice.
I forgot. Wait, do I go? Yeah, I go. You know what? I go Newcastle. I forgot Newcastle were in for it. I go Newcastle. That's where I go.
Newcastle do have the juice too. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yeah,
and you also know that his position would be guaranteed. By the way.
Yeah, but in regards to old deal you're asking about between United and Spurs, I'm going United. I get to link up with Cunha and Gyokeres potentially, and a new midfielder as well. Like United are going to invest. I'm going United. Me and Cunha together. Look what I just did with Visa. And I think Visa is a very good player, but I think Cunha is a better version. I'm going there. My African ballers are already there as well. All that Wakandan power on the team. Ahmad's there already. All right, Onana might leave, but yeah, I'm going there. That's me personally. United and Spurs. Where you going? You going Spurs or you going United? I'm in.
This is Spurs already.
You said Spurs. Nah, first. Sanchez, people wondering if United are still a big club getting their answers this summer. 15th and getting Cunha and Bremo. Man, already calling him Glock 9, but big up to you, Sanchez.
You know what's funny? I'm just going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be so real with you. All well and good signing Burma and thingy, but when your midfield is getting cooked, yeah, I'll be there no matter what, man.
You don't think we signing a midfielder?
Right now doesn't look like it, I'll be honest.
No, we ain't linked to one, but I think we'll sign a midfielder. 100%. Who sign? I don't know. Bruno is a big problem. Don't get misunderstood. But I told you this just before. We ain't on no structure and playing good football. This is straight vibes. This is straight talent.
Then that's great, because if it's straight vibes, man, I love straight vibes because
it's not great, but it's what we're.
Because we all know what happens. Because you all know what happens when it's just straight vibes, man.
Yeah, man. We play good football. We will play good football at times, get good results, and then eventually the manager gets sacked.
That's it, man.
I think we'll sign a central midfielder, but he's fucked anyway because he's playing next to Bruno.
Yeah. Whoever next to him needs to. They're gonna be like Caicedo on the potch, just dying in midfield. Legit, bro.
Yeah, he better be super. I've been saying he better be Superman.
You better be N'Golo Kante of stamina, bro, because
100%.
You're gonna be on an island. You gotta be 2 man or 3 man to all put together in one because, bro, you're gonna be like every single time, bro. That's not true, bro. How's it gonna happen?
Yeah, this guy, yo. Oh my Lord, this guy. Yeah, Egypt. World second people. People are literally getting the Club World Cup from now debate now, so I'm just having a look at it. That's what it is.
No, it is, man. Man, them talk about Club World Cup. Bro, let's be serious, man. It's not a serious competition, bro.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just getting the thumbnail made for it.
No, I know.
Because your mob's in it. Because Troops and I think Lewis disagreed with me when I said I don't think it's a major trophy. Oh, and floor's yours.
I'll be real, man. It may be a major trophy in the future, but right now, bro, it's not a major trophy. And if you're looking at it from a short-term perspective, bro, it ain't a trophy, bro. Like right now, bro, it's not a major trophy. They are literally the reason why this trophy is trying to get the way they're even trying to make stuff happen is that they're trying to juice the trophy up via financial what's it called? Financially, right? You see how much money they're giving teams and everything like that. And this is and this for me, by the way, yeah, brings up even bigger questions because if you look at the amount of money a lot of these clubs are making, bro, what do you think is gonna happen, Flawless?
With what?
With the amount of money they're giving these clubs right now, yeah, like United, City, Chelsea, PSG, all these other clubs, bro, you're creating a financial gap, by the way. Yeah, between themselves and everything, bro. It's not so for me. I just look at a lot of this stuff and I'm just like, I don't know what to say to this, but right now it's just a financial competition. That's all it is, boys. It's a financial.
Yeah, like I don't see it as a major. Like, yes, we'll watch it. Yes, if Chelsea win it, or City win it, or Real Madrid win it, or PSG, for example. But I made the point: if Auckland City win it, will we regard them as world champions?
No.
Yes, no one's. We'll see them as what they'll be technically be world champions, but we don't care. If Auckland or Botafogo win it, or Seattle Sounders win it, or Al Nasser or Al Attiyah or whichever Saudi clubs there, or the Egyptian team that's playing in Miami, if they win it, like let's be real. It's not like if a Euros or a Champions League or a World Cup where even the Europa League, we respect the Europa League to the point it holds weight when a team wins it. Manager wins it, player wins it, etc. But that's what I would say. Sanj, says Flawless, Bruno ain't playing there. Trust me, it'll be a new signing on Kobe's breakout season. This is Bruno's fate. So Sanj, you think this manager's not playing Bruno? You are crazy, Sanj. He's playing Bruno. Forget what we want to happen. Bruno is going to play. The manager don't rate Mano. Mano's not playing like that. Xerxes not playing like that. As bad as our team is, he didn't play Mano and Xerxes ahead of the likes of Højlund and Garnacho and Bruno and Mount. Bruno's definitely 110% playing. He wanted to keep him. He was part of the reason he stayed.
He was saying we can still sign players with Bruno in the team.
I can't believe we missed that. Again, missed the you up text, man. Not even missed the you up text. We messed it up, I should say. Fucking messed it up, man. The absolute joke. The Neolu says Bruno and Cunha don't see them two working. Bruno don't work with anyone. Cunha just gonna ball out because he's Cunha. That's what it is. Cunha's playing in the 10, Bruno's playing in the pivot. I don't think
it'd be interesting, man. Cunha is gonna be in the team of pressure now. So we're gonna see what happens because when he was in a team of pressure at Atletico Madrid, we saw what happened to him. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. You're the man of the house.
He's a younger him, though. That is a younger him, but I hear your point.
Listen, man, he's the man of the house now, man. So it's time to see what he can do.
I think he'll be fine. But yeah, I don't think Bruno and Cunha.
Like, I feel like the way Bruno said that chat, he's doing a lot of hoping there. You know what I mean?
Why did you wink?
Because that's the separate people. I'm just playing a joke, a little cheeky joke in it.
But yeah, with Cunha, I think he'll be fine regardless. And if you sign him, Bremo, even better. Our midfield is like them. He's just gonna ball out because he's him. That's why. Because of the level he's at and what Cunha does. Cunha don't need a team around him. That Wolves team's terrible. Let's be real. You ain't taking any. Would you take anyone from Wolves outside of Nori who's gone?
Strand Larsen's I'll be interested in, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's because you got freaking Jackson up top, so I get it.
No, but I think he's I actually think he's
you think Strand Larsen's better than Delap?
I think they're of the similar ilk. In my past, similar ilk. They're similar.
You think Delap's better than Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll be better.
So you want to say, would you be happy with Delap being
Delap's going to start, by the way. Delap's going to be in the starting lineup. Delap will be in the starting lineup, bro.
Do you like that, or would you prefer a more senior now?
I think we need it for right now because then we're going to switch it up with Jackson. Right now, Jackson doesn't deserve it.
First. Right. See what else you are saying as well in the chat. Continue to get your questions in, people. Just keep them United or Chelsea related. Make sure you subscribe to this Joke Man's channel next to me, the Bridge Nation on YouTube. Links underneath in the description. Go subscribe, bro, to 3K. You right? Let's go, man. We gonna get you. Look at you, man. You're well on your journey out here on big. See you on the Gal's channel and all them things there. See you on Hassam's channel. Ahmed out here. I'm proud, man. Love to see it.
Much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated.
Yeah, for real.
Big up to the guy that gave me my first ever platform, man. Flawless, man. Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. All to be of help, man. You came through, you know what I'm saying? Clever the Sarcasm City Academy, man.
That's it, man. Yeah, man.
Like many others, man. So, yeah.
Sarcasm City Academy is a sick name, by the way. That's a sick name, by the way. That's a sick name.
Yeah, a couple others have said that as well. Right? So, yeah, man, you already know. I'm saying only the best get through. See what else are you saying there? And so Slimsy says, just remember you said it when the season starts, fam. Flawless. That Wakandan power. We got to sign them ballers. If we go get Mbeumo, go get me a Belieber, boom, I'm with it. Because then you got Ahmad and then Mbeumo on one side, you know, that Wakandan power, and then we were linked to Estampinion. So I was talking about Estampinion and Konyu on the other, that South American flavor as well. Well, yeah, run me that Wakandan power. We need athleticism. Man.
How much are you really gonna? Do you think you've got the facilities to buy Estampinion?
Nah, we got linked to him. It seemed out of the blue. I'm not really interested in a wing back, and that's unpopular opinion as of right now. A wing back is not high on my priority list. Like Mbeumo, a striker, 2 midfielders, and a goalkeeper. They're 5 before I'm even looking at left wing back because I want the spine of the team. That's key to me. I look at the spine of the team and go, boom, we need to pattern that first and foremost. Dorgu, Amas as wing back options for a season is fine by me. Next season, then next summer is when you look at your left wing back situation. To me, you look at your central midfielders again. You see how Gyokeres did, or whoever the striker is. You see how Mbeumo and Konyu do. Also, I think they'll do fine. Maybe you look at the centre back options. How did the new goalkeeper do? These are all things you look at. That's what I'd say. But as of right now, our spine needs strengthening, and it seems they've gone that route because we signed Konyu quick. It was Mbeumo, then it's a striker. Exactly. So they've said, all right, let's pattern the attack because our attack is dreadful.
But there's still no striker there, man. You know what I mean? So that's the real thing. You know what I mean? Listen, Mr. Boom Mateta, you know what I mean? It's not coming. Let's just keep it real. You know, listen, look at Jackson. He's available, man.
Nah, I don't want no Chelsea scrubs, man.
What do you mean? He's not even a scrub. You know what? Yeah, I promise he's not a scrub. Do you think? I'll be honest. Jackson would actually cook on the system, by the way, too. Why not try to get Jackson? I'll be honest. If you can't get Gyokeres flawless, Jackson for 55.
If we can't get Gyokeres, just go get Mattel.
Mattel's not coming to your club, bro. He's about to sign a new contract with Crystal Palace.
Why can't we sign Mattel?
Because he wants to play Europa League football with his gaffer.
Sure. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna miss that. All right, cool. If we go in for Mattel, he's joining Manchester United.
So Mr. Boom ain't joining your club, man. Let's keep it real.
If we went and bid for him, he's on his way. If we went and slapped down 50 M's right now, of course he's joining. And we double his wages. How much is he on that? How much is he on that Palace?
I have no idea, mate.
And we're saying, all right, you're going to be the starting striker for Manchester United.
His heart's in Palace, man. His heart's in Palace, bro. His heart's in Palace.
Yeah, sure. Like your heart's in Palace. Yeah, sure. All right. I said his heart's in Palace. But I would have said that about friggin' Mbeumo. This joke, man.
His heart's in North London.
Yeah.
His heart's in Tottenham, bro.
Yeah. Man said, but we can't sign Mateta. Like, even outside of that, there was links to Osherman. Duran's available on loan. There's so many players that take over friggin' Nicholas Jackson.
I'll be honest, man. If you get Osherman, man, you're gonna destroy him. So please take him.
And it is. Why would wait? Okay, let's go there. Why would we destroy him?
I don't see the United effect in it. That's all. You can't even argue that. You can't even argue that, bro. That's the United effect, bro. That's all I have to say. That's like saying,
yeah, we the big bad wolf. It's just that these players weren't what they thought they was, but blame us. It's okay.
Yeah, that's the United effect, man. That's it.
Cash money. You lot with attackers. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Palmer, and look what you did to him this season.
Can't lie to you, man. We got an attacker that's juiced up, man. That's
Yeah, man was on the allegedly on the juice and was still rubbish. What's that about? What's that about?
Crazy that sounds, bro. You are allegedly on PEDs, and you still couldn't perform in the league, man. You know how bad that looks, Flawless. I actually was thinking of. I've never thought about that. You know that you were on alleged PEDs and you were still having stinkers in the EPL. Nah, man, that's actually crazy, bro. He used to hit the rosette, bro. That's when I knew that the alleged PEDs might be legit, bro. Because the way he used to hit the ball, bro, he used to leave the stadium.
It's mad. He's dreadful. He is that bad. He really is. He's dreadful.
Crazy, man.
Like, it's in bad. But yeah, in regards to it, why would we ruin Osherman? You rate Osherman?
No.
You wouldn't take him at Chelsea?
No. I would take him at Chelsea. So I would take him at Chelsea because obviously he's the best of the bunch. But ideally, I wouldn't want him in my club.
Yeah, first. And to Sham, who says Onana is a calamity keeper and needs to go. I hear you, Sham. Martinez is waiting for a call from United this summer, according to Team Talk and other sources. Whichever goalkeeper would you go for? He'd be my first choice. When we got linked to him, I think it was last week, I said go get Emi Martinez. Because I know Aston Villa are in PSR issues. Go and get Emi Martinez. You go get
let's not make that happen, though. We need to get Morgan Rogers off of them before you get Martinez.
You're not signing Morgan Rogers.
Let's sign Morgan Rogers, man.
Why are you signing Morgan Rogers? To play where? Where's he playing?
He'll play on the 10, Palmer on the right, and Net on the left.
And then who up top? Delap
Nation.
So you go in Palmer on the right, Rogers in the 10, Neto from the left, and who up top?
Delap or whoever the other striker will be.
Okay. So you shifting Palmer to, so no matter way case, no Garnachos, no Mudra. Mudra ain't there as well. All right. You're not signing Rogers. That's a dream. I ain't even seen that anywhere. Where did you even get that from?
That's actually been linked to us a few times now, bro. I'm being serious.
Yeah, I didn't see that. But like, let me know in the chat, people. I know about, in regards to this.
Even Kudus has been linked to us, by the way. And again, you'd ask the same question. Where's Kudus going to pay for us?
Someone said in the chat he came through the City Academy as well, so it makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. City Academy, bro. We love that. Bro, Jerry Shields, man. Find the better flipping scout book, please, man. You know what I mean? Again, it's always here, man. You know, yes, you were linked to that for us as well. Taylor Harwood Bellis. That's where he came from.
Was it through the City Academy?
Yes.
Oh Lord. But yeah, these lot, there's no reliable source that said you lot are signing Morgan Rogers. But yeah, to answer your question, Sham, yes, Emi Martinez would be fine. We got linked with the Torino goalkeeper, Milinkovic Savic. I only seen clips. I just need a goalkeeper that does the basics. Stop ball, catch ball, pass ball. That's it. You just stop the ball when it's going towards the goal, catch it when it's in the area, and pass it left and right sideways. That's it. I don't need a goalkeeper to be out there playing inverted fullback. You know what I'm saying? And playing through balls, through the lines, and floating it 70, 80 yards. None of that. Stop ball, catch ball, pass ball. That is it. Pass it left and right. Can you pass it to one of the centre backs or a midfielder or one of the wing backs? Can you catch the ball when it goes into the area? Can you stop the ball from going in the goal? That is it. Martinez does all of those things. I'm with it. That's it. Yeah, it's crazy, the Chelsea thing. It is mad. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on over there. I know what's going on here, though. Look at this guy, man. Look at that happiness, joy in his face. Hunting that. What did he say? He don't like his milk too fat or whatever he said. Something like that. Hey, Zipex, big up, man. You lot, final few questions before we close out and get into the United Spurs show. I'll be joined by the Spurs. Like, we'll be talking more Manchester United and more of Spurs as well. But yeah, the transfer window is just it gets really tedious for me at times because there's just so many rumors, the news and reports and without anything concrete, to be honest. And that was needed. 100%. This guy takes shots all the time. Why would I take shots back? Yeah, people have something to say. But when people are shooting at me, it's no problem. It's like, yeah, flawless a prick, flawless a well at this, that, and the third. Or people want to crash on Manchester United. But then when it comes to me retaliating and defending myself, it's like, oh, you're a bad guy. Besides it, I be getting kicked off shows for just stating the truth. It's crazy. And this is crazy from Dante when we was on stream the other day. And he's like, why you all always gotta say fuck Arsenal for every stream? Shout out Dante, though. That's my bro. I'm sure his channel will be on the horizon soon. I said, always the victim. It's never your fault. See, Shep, I don't really, because he says we all love transfer rumors, the best part over the summer break. I don't. And then I see people crashing out over them as well. That's why I'm not like the Embremo news, for example. Am I crashing out over it? No, I still think we signed the player. I still think we signed the player, and it's just like, all right, I'm not going to. Oh, is he going to leave and hijack and da? Thomas Frank, he's already rejected them once anyway. And then either way, that's my side thing, so I win either way. But the Embremo deal will get done. More, I've said it, outgoings. That's where my problem lies. Nowhere near enough outgoings, no conversation surrounding it. And the fact that we're pricing people out, and Leverkusen just got money. It's the craziest part. Leverkusen literally just got money.
Yes, they got money.
And the chancel name. You are right, yo. You got it.
But listen, they may have just gotten obviously money, right, to pay for stuff.
Yeah, they got big bread.
But that doesn't necessarily mean, okay, that money's. You have to figure out how that money's going to be spent. Maybe a good chunk of it might be going towards contract renewals, maybe some other stuff. It's not going to necessarily like 100% of it go to transfers, bro.
That's fair. Well, come get your guys, is what I'm saying. These are the guys you rated, the guys you brought here, guys you played
big fees at United. So they're gonna probably go for somewhat big fees as well. So like,
nah, man, you can cheap fees, man. They don't need to be big fees. Onana wouldn't be a big fee. When you went and got the Brentford goalkeeper, why is that? Why is the goalkeeper you signed here and you went to the same league and signed someone else? Why is that? I want to know. Tell me why. Why do you think that is, Ahmed? The goalkeeper you signed, you backed and said was good and was going to take you and was playing so well when you was here.
I'm just going to say, man, you got to back the players, man.
Back what players? What players?
You got to back the players, man. You know what I mean? They're not the guys that you have, that some people might say they're not Leverkusen level.
They ain't Manchester United level.
So they ain't United level. They're not Leverkusen level.
So come get your guys, man. These are the guys you back.
I ain't got the facilities like that, bro. You know this team.
You can come sign Onana. Why can't you sign Onana? Why couldn't you have signed Onana? Onana wouldn't have cost a lot. It would have been like 20 million. Why can't you come sign Mount? This is the guy you signed twice. You had him at Vitesse and then came and signed him here for 60. He won't cost 60 million now. Come get Mount. You just lost the 10, right? You just lost Wirtz.
Mount's not a 10.
Garnacho. No, so what is he?
He's an 8.
All right, cool, but he can play in midfield. Is the point I'm making. Come get Garnacho. Come get Anthony. Come get your guys, is the point.
The thing is, man, Flawless is on a dream and a hope, man.
I'm not on a dream. I'm just merely making a statement. That ain't a dream. I'm just saying, come and get your guys. These are guys you signed. Come get them.
Yeah, man. Just put the gun down, Flawless, man. It's not happening. You know this.
Nah, man. We gonna keep shooting. What the fuck? How dare you? You wanted it. You joined the football club and came and signed a goalkeeper from within the same league. You literally signed Onana. You signed Onana 12 months ago and said, "Nah, I'm gonna go get Flecken." We've all played Football Manager. If you leave straight away, if you don't take a break, because like in certain games, I'll take a break. You go and raid your own club, old club. Do you not?
Yeah, but you play
football,
man.
You play Football Manager, right? Hold on. You play Football Manager, right?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Okay, so when you've left a club to go to another club and you go straight and there's not a break, do you not raid your old club?
Yeah, for some of the players that I liked, yes.
Okay, yeah, some of the players are okay, interesting. That he's coming to get none of these guys, but he wanted to gaslight us and say we was playing well and these are good players. That's where it stems from. That's where my annoyance and my vim and this energy comes from. Because these are the same players you had here who you said were performing well and said the team was performing well and said we was the better team in so many games and the team that was going to take us to so why not come and get them then if they're that good? That's the point I'm making. You needed a goalkeeper. You signed a goalkeeper less than 12 months ago.
But you know what they say, Flawless, man. You know what they say, Flawless, man.
What is
you know what I mean? What you know what they say in the media is not always what they mean.
Don't know if Leverkusen letting him call the shots. Most proper clubs don't let a manager like Ten Hag pick and choose. But they were interested in fucking Garnacho. Why is that?
And to
You
be fair,
you telling me Garnacho isn't Ten Hag? You're assuming Ten Hag has the same kind of say at Leverkusen.
wasn't him and Ten Hag fighting each other anyway. So like,
nah, they're fans. Okay, so Sanj, why were you interested in Garnacho then? Why is the reports came out today saying they were interested in Garnacho, who costs more than him? Yeah, other clubs like Garnacho, true, but Leverkusen before Ten Hag got there, Leverkusen were not linked with Garnacho. Garnacho's been available for a long time. Chelsea were linked with him. Napoli were linked with him in January. No Leverkusen. The entire part of this year, we're now 6 months in, halfway through the year, no Leverkusen. Ten Hag just gets there and they get linked to Garnacho. Why is that? And solid links too. Sky Sports Germany. He has say. He might not have as much say as he did at Manchester United, but he has say. He chose not to come and get Onana. You know why? Because he knows Onana's rubbish. But yet would gaslight us. You signed him. What are we doing out here, man? What are you doing?
For all, it's living off a prayer right now, man.
They living off a prayer. This is facts. Someone show me a link by Leverkusen linked to Garnacho before he got there. But Leverkusen won't let him buy Onana? Why would they not? They let him buy Garnacho if the price was right. And Garnacho's rubbish. What are we talking about here? Garnacho's dreadful. Granted, Onana's worse, but they're both two awful players. Do you want Garnacho, Ahmed? Your club's linked to him. Would you take him?
My club would take him.
Would you? No. I'm asking you.
No.
Why not?
Because he's not good enough, bro.
Okay,
I genuinely don't think he can change. His ability to finish is his problem, bro. His lack of ability to finish is a big problem for him, bro. Because he is essentially a cut inside and shoot guy. Like he can do the cutting inside well, but when it comes to shooting, bro, he's just too erratic right now. It's way too erratic.
Yeah, and to Sanj, Chelsea and Napoli are linked with Garnacho, but that's besides the point. The point that I'm making is Leverkusen were not linked with Garnacho at all. Ten Hag gets hired, and then all of a sudden they're interested in him. To the point reports came out today saying that the transfer fee and the wages was too much. There's nothing to do with that. The Garnacho and the Ruben Amorim thing happened weeks ago. Happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. From when like I said, find me the quotes of him being linked to Leverkusen before Ten Hag got there. There's none. What are we talking about here? He has say over there is the point that I'm making. Hence why they were linked to him. Hence why they looked at the deal and said, wages is a problem. Transfer fees are a problem. And he's rubbish. So back to my overall point, come and get your guys. But even he knows their shit. That's why he didn't come and get him.
That's what I'm saying. So therefore, that's what I'm saying. So he's never going to get his guys bonus.
Nah, but these were the same guys you were saying was, what's it called? These are the same guys you were saying was good enough.
Yeah, but you can say that on one hand and feel differently, innit? So you know
don't gaslight me then. Don't gaslight me. That's what we don't.
But that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
It was gaslighting.
Yeah, don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna crash on you. How about you had me in hell? So I'm gonna crash on you. You're a major reason as to why we are where we are now. A major reason. I never forgive that. I ain't the forgiving type. Forgiveness is overrated. Fuck all that. Did an awful job and then tried to gaslight us with us.
Yeah, frauds, man.
Hey, facts. Leverkusen just made hella money from the Wirtz and Frimpong sales. Ten Hag should wire that money to United as apology for Onana. You should just wire us that money just for distress.
Yeah, you know what he needs to do? Put the bag in the fries, bro.
Put the bag in the fries. Agreed.
That's it, man.
What I'm saying. Put the bag in the fries. Yeah, they would have let him, but Sanj, they would have let him sign Garnacho if the price was right. That's what the report said. One sec, let me pull this up. Literally. The price was right, he'd be there. Well, not be there right now. They'd be in conversation. Reason. the immense package of transfer fee and wages. Leverkusen are focused on other options. So if the transfer fee and the wages fit, let's say it was 20 million and he was on 40K a week, they do the deal. Interested. But yeah, let's get him gone. Let's get him gone. But Ahmed, shout out your channel. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Obviously, you know who I am. You can find me on the Bridge Nation. Make sure to get there. Obviously, you know. Listen, obviously, you know who I am. I am the Bridge Nation. So, listen, make sure to like, share, subscribe as always. I might do a show on the weekend, but I will definitely be doing a show on Monday for the watch along between Chelsea versus LAFC, if I'm not mistaken.
Love that.
Make sure you're there. Make sure you're square and all of the usual stuff, please.
You know when they say be there or be square, because if you're not there, if you're not around, it's square.
Yes, exactly.
I knew you knew that. That sounds like the type of thing you would know still.
I used to say be there or be square, if you remember.
Yeah, did you trust me? It sounds like you. Yeah, it's all good, San. Sky Sports Germany's that source. That came out today. Obviously, I've spoke about it earlier before you had got here, but yeah, it came out today. Definitely. But people, subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Actually, I didn't even ask you about the Club World Cup. You want your team to win it, or you're not really too fussed?
Just get as far as you can and give me the money, bro. That's what I care about.
It's a money grab thing. Okay. All right. Well, subscribe to the Bridge Nation anyway, people. Subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Make sure you subscribe right here to the main channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell. Run up the likes if you haven't as well. And subscribe to the Clips channel, Sarcasm City TV Clips. Make sure you do so. We will be redirecting straight to the United Tottenham Hotspur podcast, people. So myself, I'll be over there with De Niro, Jez. I think Jacob is dropping in as well. So we'll be discussing more of Manchester United in regards to Bremo. Of course, Spurs have just got a new manager in Thomas Frank as well. So that'll be the vast majority of the conversation. So subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Subscribe to the... Are you Maresca out?
A little child, dear little child.
Seeing this guy. It's like when you used to say Tuchel out. Subscribe to the Clips channel as well, Sarcasm City TV Clips. And don't forget, tonight we'll be live on the playback game 4. Yes, game 4. Oklahoma City Thunder, Indiana Pacers. I won't be going live on the YouTube. So only live on the playback for game 4 of the NBA Finals. That watch along with the Pacers up 2-1.
They're going to go 3-1 up tonight, man. Hey, man. Shaliban. It's getting taken down.
And one last thing, people, as well. This guy, joke man. Yo, we're available on all audio platforms as well. So if you don't want to see this joke man's face, Ahmed and Prime stupid face, go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, and you can hear this show and all the other shows in audio only form, people. So Spotify, all you Spotify users, follow us, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us, 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcast as well. All you iPhone users, iTunes is on your phone anyway. 5-star us on there. I need the Spotify to go up. I'm trying to get the bag from Spotify.
Yeah, man. Enjoy the milk talk.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe you're walking around, people. Maybe you don't, like I said, you don't want YouTube using up all your data. Maybe you're cleaning, maybe you're working. I'm saying maybe you're walking, driving, whatever the case may be. Maybe you got us on in the background and you're like, you know what? I don't want these lot on YouTube. I'm saying I want to see Ahmed going. So yeah, let me just go to Spotify and all things. Surprised you didn't go. This guy, yo.
No need for that, man. The gun is always going to be hot around here.
Smoking gun, yeah. And big up to YG in the cup. But yes, people, closing out anyway. Let me actually start this next live stream. And this has been, people, the Manchester United Chelsea podcast. Mandem United pod meets Ballers at the Bridge pod, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and literally see you in 5 minutes on the United Spurs podcast. It's going to redirect straight over there. Big up.